We were doing a lot of the power steering where we're just walking with our dog in the heel position, working on those left about turns, working on those right about turns. All we're gonna do now is we're just going to space out the reward for our dog while they maintain the position. So just like the backwards follow exercise that we were doing the other day, where we're bringing our supply hand up and then the distribution hand has to come down in order to reward the dog. So then they start to learn to maintain that position. We're basically doing the same thing in heel. So you have to have your supply hand off to the right, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna walk, yes, reward, bring your hand up, yes, reward, bring your hand back up, yes, reward. So we start getting that pretty picture of the dog walking in heel position while looking up at our face or in our direction. So we're still using a lot of luring and we're still using very much of that continual reinforcement, but we're starting to space it out a little bit. Because the dog's in the position, the hand comes down to reward, which also starts to get them thinking of that upward motion. So we start to get a little bit of that prancing from our dogs as well. So again, it's a very simple exercise. Charlie, you don't have to add the command right now. Again, we don't add the command if we still feel like we're working on details, right? So it's like, you can add the command if you tell your dog heel and you're guiding them into the heel position and you're still doing that free, that's perfectly fine. But if walking in heel position is still pretty new, then just guide them into the heel, walk and reward. And I have the food pretty much in a straight line from Charlie's face to my face. And you can get your dog to turn around, do that nice right about turn so we can keep him nice and sharp. And then again, he's walking in position. Yes, reward. You don't even have to mark really. You can mark if you want to, but you don't have to. You can just keep rewarding, keep bringing that hand up, resupply, reward, resupply, reward. The higher the hand is, the more time there's gonna be in between the delivery of the reward and slowing down the movement of our delivery hand or our distribution hand is going to help with that duration. So just by moving my hand slower, I'm not gonna reward him when he jumps up for it, but that's going to help him maintain the position as well. And this is still, it's still a lot of luring, but it's getting our dog used to being in that position and looking up. What else is very important with this exercise? Charlie, climb. Try to make sure you don't ever accidentally lead your dog to something where they might lose trust in looking up. They have to trust where they're going. So I wouldn't lure him onto this bed, not lure, but have him in heel and walk towards this, because if he stumps into it and doesn't realize it was there, he's gonna become more cautious of where you're leading your dog. So you want them to trust you to look up and not pay attention where they're going and only focus on you. So that's a very important point as well. Any questions? Who'd like to go first? You wanna go first? All right, sounds good.
Okay. Got him. Got him. Good. Got him. Hey, got him.
And then try to reward him in the position you want him to be when he's in heel.
got him. Good, that's tough.
Now, a lot of times when dogs really start to understand the concept of the focused heel, what's more common is a dog that forges. Because once they get it down, they get excited, they get motivated, they're more happy about it, and they have a tendency to forge. So you'll see forging more often than you'll see lagging or crowding or being wide. Very good. Increase speed if you need to kind of get him a little more pumped.
Good, left off. Good, left off. Good. Careful. Good. Good, left off. Good. Good. Good.
Yeah, and heel is one of those things that you guys need to be doing a ton of, because healing's just a part of everything.
Good, left off. Yeah, everything's in. Nothing's a command.
Okay, cool.
Good, left off. Schraaf. Hofsie. Good, left off.
So for him, since he's still lagging a little bit, when you mark, have him go forward a little bit farther than normal to get the reward. So mark and then bring your hand forward for him to get it.
For him to speed up a little bit?
So he starts thinking that the reward's gonna be ahead of him, so hopefully that'll get him to move forward a little bit.
I got you. Good, left off.
There you go, nice.
Up, up, up. Good, left off. Good, left off.
So if he starts to realize that the reward is delivered a little bit farther ahead, he's gonna be less likely to lag.
Kalima, kalima. Good, left off.
Very nice.
Up, 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 up.
So it's almost part of using that same straight line exercise that we were doing before. So you can mark, bring your hand forward, and then have him right at the end when he gets it, lift your hand up a little bit to lift his head. Beautiful. Oh, that looks really good.
كيف توب. كيف توب.
Who's next?
Hot dog. I smell hot dog. Good boy, Chapo.
Yeah, I would try to keep him moving and reward him in that position. So same thing with Leo. Try to reward a little bit more forward so he's not lagging.
Yeah, Papa. Yeah. Yeah, Papa. Good boy, Chapo.
And if you can start bringing your hand up closer to your face while you're walking, try to do that as well. And then when you go to reward him and you bring your hand down, if he jumps, just don't give it to him. He can reach. We want him to reach for it because that's going to help get that prance, which he definitely has the ability to be a prancer. Looks like a horse galloping next to you.
Woo, good boy, Chapo. Yeah. Yeah. Good boy, Chapo.
Very nice. Bring the hand up, mark and reward. And if he's starting to slow down like he looks like he's going to sit, it's probably because you've done a lot of automatic sits when halted, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yeah, so keep the speed up a little bit more so he's not anticipating. Because he's thinking that you're going to do a sit.
Yeah, good boy, Chapo.
Very nice prance. And again, try to reward him a little bit forward if you need to get him in that nice heel position. And the farther away you could bring your hand up towards your face, the more independent the heel position becomes, even though we're still helping him a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chapo. Yeah. Yeah, Chapo. Good boy, Chapo. Yeah. Good boy, Chapo.
See how when you're rewarding, you're actually pushing him back a little bit. So watch where he's getting the reward.
Yeah.
Try to keep that chest lined up with the front of your legs.
Good boy, Chapo. Good boy.
Nice left about turn.
Free. Woo! Good boy, Chapo.
Any questions though? Look nice. Just picking up the speed a couple times would help.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's common though. If you do a lot of automatic sits when halted, then when you start to go slow, your dog's like, am I sitting?
Yeah.
And that's what we were seeing a little bit. All right, who's next?
Yes. Come on. Come on.
And so same thing, a lot of times, if the dog isn't going fast, we feel the need to slow down for them. So sometimes for me, if the dog's starting to lag, that's actually my cue to go faster. So maybe try running forward and calling him to get in, like informal. Use a lot of those informal, like, come on, buddy, and then run forward.
Good dog. Come on. Good boy. Come on.
Try not to drop the chicken. So run forward, calling him.
Come on. Good boy. Good dog. Good boy.
Yeah, he's lagging. Yep. I don't want to use the chicken and drop everywhere, but if you don't mind, I want to try messing around with him for a minute. Good. Very nice. Good job. Yee, lots of praise in the beginning. Very good.
Show me off with my own dog.
Very nice. Good boy. Excellent. Well, don't hurt yourself. Very good. Come on. Nice job. And of course, when you're training this at home, right, you can always incorporate other things. You could be doing that, bring the dog into the center, start working that a little bit, bring the dog back into the heel. Nice job, buddy. Very good. Trying to look at his position so he's not lagging, right? So he's more ahead where we're rewarding that reward placement. Come on, buddy. You ready? There you go. That's looking good.
Good dog.
Because again, in the beginning, we help as much as we need to get the picture that we want.
I forgot
right?
that.
Anything that we're doing to try to get our dog to perform a specific way, that's part of that reinforcement event. That's part of the assisting to get the dog to do the behavior the way that we want. And then as they start to understand it, then we can start fading the assistance.
Good dog, yeah.
Right, and then so
Good
now
boy.
as
Come
you
on,
guys
come
are
on.
training at home, you should be starting to piece everything
Come on,
together.
come on.
So get ready,
boy.
James. I'm gonna have you do what I direct you to do. Okay.
Okay.
So heel forward. Now throw a spin in there.
Good boy.
So it's always better to do a spin outward from the position that the dog is in. Meaning right there, I would have had him spin left. If he's on the right, I'd have him spin right. So put him back into heel position.
Come on.
Walk forward and heel. And then
Oh,
spin outwards.
On the outside, okay.
There you go.
Come on,
right
come
back into heel. Praise him.
Good
Very
boy,
nice.
yeah, good
Now,
dog.
step forward with your
boy.
left leg, swing them around your leg, and go into the backwards follow. Right back, good, backwards follow. Lift the
Good
hand,
dog.
start spacing.
Come
Talk
on.
to him. Good boy, nice
Come
job.
on,
Don't
come on.
let the hand
Come on.
leave your body.
Come on,
Keep your hand up against your body.
Come on.
There you go.
good
Start
dog.
lifting up, spacing out the reward, get that automatic sit. Now do a down command.
Down.
Now lure. Free.
Good boy. Good dog.
Give him a climb command and race him to the climb. Save
Climb.
first. Up, you paired it.
Come on, come on, come on, come
Praise,
on.
praise,
Come on.
praise. Good,
Good
Mark.
boy, come on. Yes, good boy.
I'll give him the off
Good
command and
dog.
guide him off.
Good dog. Free. Yes, good boy. Good dog. Yeah.
So I know a
Yeah.
lot of times when we are doing training here,
Yeah.
we're doing one thing at a
Good
time
boy.
because we're focusing on that detail. But in order to keep training fun, that's how I like to do a session. I
Good
like
boy.
to come out, I'm doing the backwards follow, I go to the center, I do it down, a sit stand,
Okay.
climb, off, heel, spin.
Come on.
So we're starting to incorporate pulling out the item, having the dog bite it. All the things we're doing, you guys should be incorporating into your obedience routines now. There's the place bowl, you get some pivoting, have the dog pivot into heel, do a send out, call the dog back. Like it should start feeling like a dance. And when we add the commands, really what's the only difference? Is the command, we're just telling the dog what we're gonna do before we do it. So we're basically saying, I'm gonna race you to the climb. Here we go, climb. And then I'm racing. Down, I'm gonna lure you into the down. Here we go, and then I lure him into the down. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and as always, we'll see you in the next video. Make sure you tag me at Nate Schomer so I can see your training videos that you're doing with your dogs at home. Thanks again.